What is a function? The mathematician Michael Spivak considers functions, the concept of a function, to be the most important concept in all of math. As a mathematician myself, I can say that all of advanced mathematics depends crucially on the concept of a function. So what is a function? The following explanation is from my book, Understand Math, Reasons for the Rules. In this book, I explain many of the rules students learn in math in middle school and high school, and I explain why the rules are what they are. Most of the rules aren't arbitrary at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin with the punchline. A function is just a rule. It's a rule where you start with some input, you stick that input into the function, and the rule produces an output. Every input you plug into the function can only give a very specific output. The input determines the output. So a function is just a rule. Let's give an example. I have a function that I'm calling a, and a stands for add 1. So what this function does is you have an input, say called x, that you plug into your function that I'm calling a, and then what comes out of it is one more than what you put into it. So this function can be written as a of x equals x plus 1. This notation here is not multiplication. It looks like multiplication, but it really isn't. This same function could also be written as a of z equals z plus 1. You could also write a of y equals y plus 1. Or you could even write a of blah equals blah plus 1. All the function a does is it adds 1 to the input. As two examples of numbers we can plug into the function a of 4 is just 5, and a of 3.8 is just 4.8. Okay, let's do another example of a function. I'm going to call this function d, and that stands for divide by 2. So you start with a number, you plug it into your function, and then out pops what you started with divided by 2. This function could be written in any of 3 ways, or actually any number of ways. D of x equals x divided by 2. That's one way you could write the function. Or you could call the input t instead. D of t equals t divided by 2. Or you could say d of blah equals blah divided by 2. All these are saying the same thing. It's just that in the first example, the name of the input is x. In the second way of writing it, the name of the input is t. And in the third way of writing it, the name of the input is blah. Okay, let me give another example of a function. This one is not really mathematical in nature. Other than to compute it, you have to count. So let me denote p, the function that is the population of a city in 2025. Let's say on January 1st. So this function p, you give as an input any city, and the output is the population of that city on January 1st, 2025. So for example, P of Colorado Springs is about 500,000 because about 500,000 people live in Colorado Springs in 2025. If you'd like to learn more, check out my book, Understand Math, Reasons for the Rules. I include a link to the website for this book in the video description. You can also find this book on Amazon. Thanks for watching.